Federal money meant to help crime victims has been cut by 57% for North Carolina in the past 5 years.
And this means some victims and their families are not getting the support they desperately need. WRAL's Amanda Lamb joins us now to explain how this is affecting families of murder victims. Amanda.
You know, Michelle, there's no playbook when it comes to being the loved one of a murder victim. No one expects it to happen to them, and no one knows what to do when it does. So this is where the North Carolina Victim Assistance Network comes in. They recently lost their funding and are trying to figure out how to keep doing what they do. When 5 people were killed in a mass shooting on a Raleigh Greenway in October, the North Carolina Victim Assistance Network got a call the next morning.
We were called in right away. We were seen as the only group that would really know how to support the surviving loved ones.
Ironically, the Governor's Crime Commission recently cut the majority of the organization's funding for 2022-2023, about $400,000. As a result, they've lost 2 positions so far. Thankfully, grant money will keep them afloat until fall.
So if we don't secure funding for after September of 2023, then we just go away. I mean, our services will not exist.
I received a phone call. It was the worst phone call I ever received. I can honestly tell you that I fell onto my knees on the floor in my kitchen.
When Shelley Puryear's daughter, Brittany, was murdered by her boyfriend in 2014 in Fuquay Varina, she had no idea where to turn.
If we all needed some kind of help, we didn't know what kind of help.
Enter NC Van.
Finally have somebody say, yes, we can help you.
It was a little piece of hope that I needed and that we needed desperately.
NC Van started in 1986 and serves about 800 people per year. The group offers grief counseling, support through the court process, and financial help.
A big part of what we do is we offer hope, you know, that folks can move forward and experience some measure of joy.
The federal government mandates that a significant percentage of the funding that is doled out by the Governor's Crime Commission go to victims of domestic violence, sexual assault, and child abuse.
I think personally that because serving loved ones of homicide victims isn't a funding priority of the Crime Commission, that hurt us.
Loved ones of homicide victims are victims. There is a lot we can do to support them, and they deserve that.
The Governor's Crime Commission did respond to this situation by saying, quote, "We support NC Van in their work. The federal funding that NC Van and other organizations previously relied upon has been cut dramatically. We are working closely with groups such as NC Van that are looking for new sources of funding following the loss of some or all of their VOCA funding." Now, we have a deep dive conversation on this topic tomorrow morning on the WRAL Daily Download podcast. It's available on all podcast apps, including Apple. Michelle.